We are following several big stories for you right now, so we'll get you all caught up in our afternoon rush for you. And first up at 4 o'clock and breaking within the past hour, the CDC is making major changes to its mask guidance to prevent further spread of that Delta variant.
The CDC saying all students in kindergarten through 12th grade should wear masks this fall, regardless of their vaccination status.
Now, they're also recommending that everyone, including vaccinated people, mask up inside in certain areas around the country. This is all happening now about 2 months after we were told masks were no longer needed. We have much more on this breaking story right now on the Channel 3 app.
And more breaking news right here in Connecticut. The state's positivity rate going up again. It is now 2.67%. That is up from 2.27 yesterday. In the last 24 hours, 488 more people have tested positive, and 105 people are currently in the hospital.
And with that new guidance on masks from the CDC we just told you about, we are working to get you some answers on what it all means here in Connecticut. We went straight to Governor Ned Lamont to ask what he's going to do.
What I do is probably reiterate where the CDC says, which is vaccinated and unvaccinated. If this is the way they end up going, we'll probably continue to follow their lead.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino is joining us live right now in Vernon. Mike, we just heard the governor say that he plans to follow what the CDC says, but what does that mean right now for us?
Well, right now it is just a recommendation, and only that. Governor Ned Lamont saying that he is not ready to go to any kind of mandate or even setting criteria when it would be required in certain communities or across the state. He says he's going to leave that up to local officials and in schools up to superintendents, saying that they know their communities the best. They know when they should be requiring them and when they shouldn't. But he also pointed out today that even though cases and the positivity rate are going up, the vaccination rate is one of the highest in the country. Our positivity rate is still one of the lowest in the country, and our hospitalizations are still just a fraction of where they were at their peak during the pandemic. So he feels like we're still at a pretty good place.
Yeah, that is certainly all good news when you hear it that way, Mike. Now, schools, you mentioned superintendents and such, they've been waiting some time now for the rules about the new school year. What kind of reaction are you hearing to what the governor has had to say?
Well, I did get a chance to talk with the Connecticut Education Association, which is the state's largest teachers union. They were hoping for something firmer. They were hoping that the governor would say yay or nay on masks, and also if it were going to be a rolling thing, what kind of criteria would trigger a mask mandate instead of just leaving it up to superintendents. And the CEA really does think that now should be the time to require students to wear masks as they go back. But again, they just wanted something firmer. They don't want it to leave it up to superintendents and local officials, because they're worried that this could turn into a political issue if there's too much subjectivity and too much discretion in these decisions.